So let's talk about pending deals. For starters, how does a pending deal get into Darwin? Let's say one of your listings gets an accepted offer. It could be the MLS gives us the status change. So Account Tech changes the status to pending. Or it could be that your agent turns in some paperwork to tell you about the deal. And your staff goes into Darwin and changes the status to pending. Then fills in the selling price, the estimated closing date, the buyer's agent, etc. By the way, the estimated closing date is especially important because we depend on that date to create cash flow forecasts for the owners. Another possibility is that the agent changed the property to pending in your doc management software, but then didn't tell your staff about the accepted offer. So let's say they made the transaction pending in app files or SkySlope. Well, these programs hook up to Account Tech, so all the pending information in SkySlope transfers to Account Tech and updates the listing that's already in Account Tech. This way of getting pending info has a lot of benefits. Loop, for example, is likely to have lots of information about the buyer. Name, address, email, source of business. It's also likely to have a lot of information about other parties to the transaction. Escrow company, mortgage company, title company, seller's attorney, buyer's attorney. And you want to have all that information in Darwin. You know, this seller and buyer info could be really important for the commission calculation too. When we get the buyer and the seller info, of course we have name, address, email, phone numbers, but we can also get what was the source of the buyer and seller. Or was the lead agent generated or office generated? Or what division in your company generated the lead? This info might be important because it's likely that where the lead came from or who generated the lead might change the commission calc. Let's say you have a graduated commission plan and agents move up a scale over time. You could also have a rule that says, if the office generated this lead, or if the lead came from the reload division, or if the source of the seller was Zillow, then on those deals, we ignore the agent's regular commission plan and just close these deals on a 50-50 split. Additionally, we can set up that these office-generated leads do not count towards the agent basis and do not move them up the graduated scale. Darwin accounting software is set up to handle these kind of commission rules. It looks at the information about the seller and the buyer and can automatically change the commission plan based on your rules. We will cover this in another part of the demo, but for pending deals, as soon as Darwin knows the gross commission, it automatically calculates the agent's net and the company dollar, and, well, all the deductions. And there is no limit to how many commission plans you can have, and most importantly, there is no limit to how complicated the commission plans are. Now, we didn't talk about this before, but what if the pending sale is not your listing? Say you've got the buyer for the transaction, but somebody else has the listing. Most MLSs do not give out pending sale information if it's not your listing, but your transaction management software does have that information. It's likely that the agents went into Loop or DocuSign and put lots of information in so that they could create an offer to purchase or a purchase and sale agreement, etc. So just like Account Tech pulls your listings in from the MLS to start a listing transactions, Account Tech can pull your new buyer-side pending deals out of your doc management software. So if we get your listings from MLS and the buy-side deals from your doc management software and all the updates as they happen in either, the combo becomes a best of both worlds kind of scenario. This is important for another reason too. Many software promises to do everything, but really only do one thing well. We call this the mile wide and an inch deep problem. With Account Tech, you get what we are great at: accounting and reporting combined with the other thing we are great at: integration and franchise delivery. Beyond that, you are free to choose the best transaction management software, and the best mobile escrow deposit software, and the best relocation software, and the best concierge services software, and they all link to Account Tech. Another thing we built into Darwin are API tools to customize how your data comes in. Now, you don't have to learn all the techie stuff about how to use these tools in the software, because we set up the data feeds for you, but all the feeds are customizable. So you can tell Darwin, only pull pending transactions out of .loop when the status changes to accepted offer, or something like that. Or only take certain fields from .loop and pull them into Darwin, but never pull other fields. Then for other fields, only pull them in if Darwin doesn't already have the information, and never let .loop overwrite the data in Darwin, for instance if it was put in by the bookkeeper. So to wrap it up, there's a lot of ways that pending transactions can get into Darwin. Your MLS, your transaction management software, or your staff just typing. As soon as a deal is pending in Darwin, it flows into all the reports and forecasts. And if you are a Dash user, the pending is sent to Dash for you. Nothing for you to do.